Hello guys, my name is Shubham, and in this video I am going to share you my own Indian Oil interview experience, and also I am going to share some of the insights regarding Indian Oil interview. So first, talking about the vacancies, just 2 days before my interview, RTI vacancies have come up for 2024, and there were about 208 vacancies for mechanical, but they take 20% more people, so it is expected that they will take about 240 to 250 people this year. And they also know that few people may not join Indian Oil, so they take 20% extra people. And if I talk about the year 2023, then last year there were 183 vacancies, and they had taken about 220 people. So there were a good number of vacancies have been coming up for mechanical in Indian Oil. If I talk about the year 2022, then it was a very golden year for mechanical. We all know that many PSU vacancies were coming up, and Indian Oil had also given its RTI reply that there are about 260 vacancies for mechanical, but they had taken more people, and they had taken about 309 people in 2022. So you can see that the 2022 year was a very golden year for mechanical. And if I talk about the weightage of gate marks in Indian Oil, then it is 85%. The weightage of group discussion and group task overall is 5%, and the weightage of your interview is 10%. So you can see that gate weightage is 85%, so this holds your major weightage. And interview, you can also say that interview is also a deciding factor, but I will not consider this to be a deciding factor, because everyone gets marks in the range of 2 to 3.5. So you need to focus more on your interview part. And the group task and group discussion topics which were given to me were group task topic. They have given that there is a locality in which transgender community is living, so how can you allocate budget for their upliftment? So many points we discussed, like we can set up skills training for them, we can allocate budget there, then we can do survey of the transgenders that are living in that locality, what are their needs. For that also we need to allocate budget, and we can also set up some small scale businesses related to textile and agriculture for their upliftment. So these were the points we discussed in our group task. And in group discussion they have given a sensitive topic that about child rapes, and how they can be prevented and what are their causes. So recently an incident happened in Maharashtra. Due to that, they had given this topic in group discussion, and overall duration of our group discussion and group task were we were given about 50 to 55 minutes. And because there were a good number of participants also, there were about 10 participants, and we were given 25 minutes each for group discussion and group task. And if I talk about the interviews that are being held in Delhi or Kolkata, they are completing group discussion and group task in half an hour only, because the number of participants also they are considering in a group is only 6. So only 6 to 8 members are participating in a group discussion or group task. So they are giving less time, 15 minutes for this group discussion and 15 minutes for group task. So like this they are giving, but in Mumbai the situation is different. And if I talk about my interview questions, what questions I was asked. First I was told to give a brief overview about my job experience and what were the learnings that I can use in Indian Oil. Then they asked me that why do I want to join IOCL. So that was also a very expected question. Then they asked that what do you know about IOCL. So this was also a very expected question. Then they asked that as a mechanical engineer, how can you contribute to Indian Oil. So this question also everyone prepares. So about 70 to 80% questions were from general awareness or HR kind of questions, and about 20% of questions were related to technical, in which they asked that what is surface tension. Then they asked that what is green hydrogen. So in one of the answers I have told them that Indian Oil is also looking forward to work in new energy sectors like green hydrogen and other renewable energy sources. So they asked this question that oil demand can decline in near future, so why are you willing to join IOCL. So I told them that it is also working on renewable energy sources of green hydrogen or ethanol based petrol, and also electric charging stations are being set up at petrol pumps. So these were the points which I had said, and from that they had asked that what is green hydrogen. So this was all about my interview experience. So I would say that coming to the safe rank for general category I think is less than 100. If your rank is less than 100 and if your interview goes average, then also you have a very fair chance of selection. And if you belong to OBC and CL category, then if your rank is below 200, then you have a very fair chance of selection even if your interview goes average. And I have already told you that group discussion and group task do not have a major weightage, and they give marks in the range of 2 to 3.5 only, so that does not make much difference in your final selection. So your interview is a major it holds a major weightage of 10%. So suppose if your rank is about somewhere 250 to 300, 250, and if you belong to general category, then if you perform well in your interview, then suppose if you get 7 to 8 marks in interview, then you will be selected. And if you belong to OBC category, if you have rank somewhere around 300, if you perform very well in your interview and get 7 to 8 marks, then you have a very fair chance of selection. And for SC and ST categories, if your rank is under 1000, then you have really a good chance of selection in Indian Oil. And these were the safe ranks that I discussed. And some tips which I would like to give you regarding group discussion and group task. Suppose if you are talking in your group discussion or group task, so if someone is talking, then look directly into his or her eyes and keep on nodding your head. So the observer will see you and they will feel that you are involved in this discussion. And if you enter into group discussion at least 2 to 3 times, then also it is sufficient for you to qualify, and I have not seen till now that anyone was disqualified in group discussion on and group task in Indian Oil. So although some people say that there is a weightage of 40% of minimum 40% criteria is there for in group discussion and group task, but till now I have not seen anyone that they were disqualified in group discussion or group task. So you need not worry about that. And for interview also there is a minimum criteria for selection, that is 40%, 4 marks out of 10. And if you do not do any kind of blunder in interview, then they will surely give you at least 4 marks, or and on an average they give at least 5 to 6 marks to everyone. So you need not worry so much about interview if you have a good rank. And for people who have 250 to 300 rank, you have to perform bit well in your interview. So this was all about the Indian Oil interview. And if you have liked this video, then please hit the like button and subscribe the channel. And thank you everyone for watching this video till the end.